Psalms 23 and 4. David's been through it, man.
Psalms 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil.
He ain't fear no evil. He had faith. You know?
For thou art with me.
The Lord is with you.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Now what's better than that, man? We all out here in Egypt. We got apartments, we got flats, whatever they call. You got a table in your house, I'm sure. Who's outside of your house? Your enemies? Your table is prepared. You get to eat dinner every day. Your house was prepared. This house was waiting for you when you got here. You was good. There's jobs that no Egyptian can have because they don't even speak the English that we speak. Some of y'all getting jobs and all that kind of stuff. Come on, man. Your table is prepared for you in the midst of your enemies. How much more do you need from the Lord to prove that He with you every day? You know?
Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over.
Some of us got enough food to feed everybody in here. A lot of us do. We brought our American money over here, man. It's big. We got enough to help brothers. As soon as they get off the plane, they got food. They got room, board, and food until they can get something to themselves. And nobody has lacked yet. And if you did get to the point of lacking, you're still here, and your food was still full, your cup was still overrunning, you still had something. The Most High always provided for you there. You know?
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
That's the everlasting life. You're going to get to dwell in the house of the Lord forever, here on earth. That's the promise. 1 Peter 3 and 15. But if you want to do that, there's some things you have to do.
First Peter 3 and 15. But sanctify the Lord, power in your hearts.
Sanctify the Lord, powers in your hearts. It's in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. Sanctify it. You know?
And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you, with meekness and fear.
Be ready to answer every man that asks you. That's what the Most High put on you, that strength. Be ready to ask, be ready to answer every man that asks you, why? So why you believe in Christ, man? Like, why him? You know, what's so different about him and the Isa and Quran? What's so different between him and every other prophet? What's the difference, man? What's so different? What's so special about him, man? Be ready to answer that question with meekness and with fear, not a fear of the man, fear of the Most High, so that you don't answer him wrong. Let your wisdom, let your knowledge be proven as you read these scriptures, so that you can give the proper answer. You know?
Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers, they may be ashamed, that falsely accuse your good conversation in Christ.
Because people are going to be like, oh man, Christians is the worst. Look what the Pope is doing. Look what this is doing. Now you gotta explain to them, listen man, I ain't in Christianity. I'm a Jew that follows Christ. Or I'm a child of Israel that follows Christ. That's what we are. Nah man, I'm not Jewish, man. You got me confused with the other Jews. You understand? Like I always tell them, can I be Muslimish? Can't do that. If I ask for a shirt that's black and you bring me one that's blackish, that ain't us, man. We're not ish anything. We're Jews. So some of them, when I speak to them, they understand the difference. And they're not, you know, you can't change them. They're Muslims. Some of them you can't change. The spirit is on who's going to change and who's not. That's not on you to decide. But some of them will hear you and be like, All right, man, you cool with me, man. I never heard nothing like that before in my life, but you know, you cool with me. And that's all that matters. You did your job. And they're going to be ashamed when they falsely accuse you, because they're going to stand in front of the Most High one day, and they're going to be like, oh, Allah, I was waiting to see you. My name is not Allah. They're going to be ashamed. But I thought, nah, I sent this man to talk to you, and you didn't listen. That's it. Let me show you Allah. And he's going to be cast down with them in Hades. 1 Peter 3:18.
Verse 18. For Christ also have once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust.
He suffered for us. He was the just, and we are the unjust. You know?
That he might bring unto the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit.
He was put to death in the flesh. Once he was put to death. And he gained everlasting life after that and sat next to the Most High on the right hand in heaven. So we can't fear, man. Christ is up there next to the Most High, your brother that died for you. How would you feel if one of us right now died and you could see him sitting on the right hand of heaven? The Most High in heaven. You'd be like, yo, I'm good, man. What's next? What's up? That's it. Your brother up there watching your back. That's better than having 10,000 physical brothers down there. 1 Peter 4:14.
Chapter 4, verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Christ,
if you be reviled for the name of Christ,
happy are ye.
Be happy still.
For the Spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you.
He's rested upon us all. Like I said, if the Most High's Son is here when 2 or 3 gather, and we all here together, the glory is here, man. You know?
On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified.
The Jewish people say he's in hell, in feces, up to his neck. Burning, man. That's what these Jewish people believe. He's evil spoken of, but to you, you know the truth. He's glorified. You know?
But let none of you suffer as a murderer.
Don't suffer as a murderer.
Or as a thief.
Or as a thief.
Or as an evildoer. Or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Because you know America is known for all of this right here. They know for all of that. We make up 3% of the world's population in America, but we in everybody's business. We telling China what to do. They telling what's his name in Iran what to do. They telling the people in Africa what to do. They're putting out terrorists here and there. I ain't never seen a terrorist. I can't identify a terrorist. I have no idea what they look like. They murderers, man. They go and kill innocent people in every country. They thieves. They took Israel from us and gave it to the Jews. People, the Jewish people, they evildoers, man. Look at the things that they put out, the swine flu. And then they make it so that you got to go and get a shot. Then make a bill so that everybody has to go and get the shot through healthcare bills. They evildoers, man. You know?
Yeah, if any man suffer as a Christian.
Read that again.
If any man suffer as a Christian.
If anybody has an eastward, you can look at that. It says, that is follower of Christ. It don't say Christianity. Don't say T.D. Jakes or whoever. It's just letting you know that you can suffer as a Christian. Ain't nothing wrong with being called a Christian.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. Because if you're not following Christ, what are you? You're a Pharisee. Read that again.
Yet, if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed.
Do not be ashamed.
But let him glorify the Most High on his behalf.
But glorify the Most High on his behalf, man, because you suffered as a Christian. Somebody that actually followed Christ. When everybody else is following Zeus. Following the sun god.